Well, how is everybody doing today? It's the Naughty Investor. Hope you're doing well. So ICOs are something that a lot of people are interested in. I've made a lot of money with ICOs. I have. I've done very well with ICOs. And one thing I use for examining ICOs is SWOT analysis, which I have over here on the tab already for you. Now, I've talked about technical analysis on this channel in the past. Technical analysis is kind of it's going into the actual trading software, not in the trading software, but in like looking at charting software and being able to pull up technical indicators. That's technical analysis. SWOT analysis is a type of fundamental analysis, which is a little bit different than technical analysis. And why aren't we using technical analysis for ICOs? Well, you can't, simply put, because ICOs, by their very nature, are initial coin offerings. They're not already on the market. So there's no way to do technical analysis because they haven't hit the market yet. So just so you know, why aren't we using technical analysis? Why aren't we looking at the charts? There are no charts. It's in I.C.O. Now, I'm using Robinhood for this video as an example. Robinhood's not in I.C.O. anymore. It was in I.C.O. I think 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Robinhood was in I.C.O. And they launched an I.C.O. I think it was fairly successful, good marketing, whatever. And I didn't want to use an actual in I.C.O. location that is in I.C.O. right now because I wanted to use one that's already out of I.C.O. So, but this is the template we're using, Robinhood, and we're going to be using this for SWOT analysis. So I've explained to you why we're using SWOT analysis over technical analysis because that's really our only option because you don't have technical analysis in I.C.O.s. How do you use it? Well, I'm going to put up a template on the screen right now, and this is a template that I created in Photoshop. It's not the best looking one. There's other ones out there. I might put this available for download if you guys really want this one, if you like the look of it, the blue-orange color scheme. Basically, it's trying to formulate an opinion on a various investment, looking at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. So now I'm going to go back over here. This is SWOT analysis. People in business, this is used in business a lot. I use this in business, huge, not just investing, but actual like developing a business. People use this a lot. You see over here, how to conduct SWOT analysis for your small business. This is huge in business. So, but it does translate over. A lot of things in business do translate over to the cryptocurrency world. So here we are on Robinhood, and we're going to be talking about the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. So let us start off with and this is how you would do it for an I.C.O. Let's start off with the strengths. What are the strengths of this? Well, firstly, there's a huge market. There's a huge market opportunity. Cryptocurrency trading is huge. Cryptocurrency exchanges are making a ton of money. So that's right off the bat a strength, is that there's a huge market and there could be many different competitors. So this means that Robinhood doesn't have to be number one to still be a good business. It could be number 2, number 3, number 4, and still be a great business. So one strength is a huge market. Another strength, not a lot of competitors, relatively. I know you guys probably know there's tons of different exchanges, but really, how many exchanges are actually being used? Maybe 20? There's maybe 20 commonly used exchanges. So there's not a ton of competition. It's not like they're trying to start up a social media site. And, there's like there's hundreds of different social media sites. There's tons of them. Reddit, Facebook, MySpace. I know that's old, but Twitter, Instagram, Vine, even though it's dying off a little bit. I mean, social media, it'd be huge. There's tons of competitors. Whereas cryptocurrency exchanges, you maybe have like 25, 30. So yeah, that is another strength, low competition. So we have 2 things listed right now for strength, and that is one part of SWOT analysis. Now let's look at weaknesses. Let's look at where the weakness would be with this platform. For one, because they're charging a zero trading fee, they're not going to be making money off the trading fees because they're not making any money on there. So that is one weakness. Another weakness would be, and that could be regarded as a strength too. There are a lot of things that could go either way with this, so we're going to get into that in a moment. But another thing that could be a weakness is hackings. I guess that would go under more of a threat, but let's use it interchangeably for right now. Being hacked by any means, by DDoS attacks, things like that. And I know Robinhood, I'm pretty sure they're trying to be more decentralized, so that might protect against hacking, but that could be a potential threat or a weakness. It could go either way. But let's try and find another weakness. What would another weakness be for Robinhood? We're going to look through some of this. We're going to look through some of the exchange. So here you can see it on the actual exchange. I'm just testing it to see if it's glitchy or not. It's not. It looks good. I really like it. I don't really use them that often as an exchange, but still. So a potential weakness could be that there's lower liquidity. Because Robinhood currently is not a huge exchange, I don't think it's even a top 4, that means there's less people on the exchange, that means there's less volume on the exchange, that means there could be less liquidity, and that could prevent new people from coming in, and it becomes like a catch-22. Robinhood needs more people to come in to increase volume, to increase liquidity, but no one's coming in because there's no volume, no liquidity. It's a catch-22. That could be a weakness with Robinhood, and that's what I observed when they first got off. I know, again, they're not an I.C.O. anymore, and they've actually developed pretty nicely so far. They actually have a mobile application out, and this is not sponsored by them by any means. This is not a sponsored video, but that could be another weakness, right? So we have a few strengths, a few weaknesses. What else do we need? Opportunities. Where are the opportunities for this? I mean, it's a zero trading fee, so they're not making money off fees. So we can't say the opportunity is, oh, crypto grows and more day traders and that's money for them because there's fees. There are no fees. So where could they make money? They could offer additional products. They can offer technical indicators, like I showed you over here. On TradingView, they could offer technical indicators and maybe charge a little bit for that, and they can make money that way. That's an opportunity. So that certainly could be a way for them to generate revenue, because they could be like, hey, we're going to offer a package of, we're going to give you the RSI, we're going to give you this technical indicator, that technical indicator, we're going to give you market news, market analysis, we're going to give you a big bundle for like a low fee of, I don't know, $4.99 a month or something like that. So that could potentially bring in some money. Again, I'm only talking speculation here. They're still a relatively new platform. But this is how you do SWOT analysis. This is how it's all about looking at the possibilities. In this video, I'm not going super in-depth because I don't want it to be a super long video to bore you guys. I want it to be relatively short, under 20 minutes. And so you're going to look at the platform and you're going to go down list by list. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? You're going to type them down, and you're going to list all of them. Anything you could think of, even if it's not the best idea, if it's only a potential idea, you write it down. So one opportunity is they offer additional products in exchange for monetary compensation, money, and they still could claim they're a 0% trading fee platform. They still are honest with that, but they are also they're also offering additional services for money, and they would be completely able to do that. Now, we're in the last part now. What are the threats? What could threaten Robinhood? And one thing, hacking, like I mentioned before, that's also could be a weakness, depends on the technicalities of it, but hackings, DDoS attacks, accounts getting hacked, right? Those could be threats. So I guess if you want to be technical about it, hackings are more of a threat, whereas the weakness would be having to pay extra money to stop that. So the weakness would be increased IT security, because that's extra money they have to shell out, and the actual threat would be the hackings, if you want to be technical about it. So there is that. There's hackings, there's DDoS attacks. Another threat. I guess you could even, I don't want to make this political, but if you were someone who believes in net neutrality, and net neutrality could indirectly affect them, and then they get laggy type of, and you get delays in the inputs for when you on your buy sell orders. I'm not saying that is a threat. I'm just saying that's a possibility if you believe in net neutrality. And I'm not saying I do or I don't. That's just a possibility. That is a threat. What else is a threat? Other exchanges. What if another exchange, a bigger exchange, comes down and reduces their trading fee to 0? Then what's Robinhood have? They're just a medium-sized exchange with 0 trading fees. Meanwhile, Binance reduces their trading fee down to 0. So now what's Robinhood have? That's another threat. You have to look out for that. And this is how you do SWOT analysis in the business world. This is very, very basic SWOT analysis. I'm not going super in-depth. I'm not going super researched, just because this is just an example. I don't actually really care that much about Robinhood, because that's not the purpose of this video. So that is really how you do it. There's so many different things you could talk about. I mean, another opportunity could be these campaigns. They could offer campaigns and airdrops and free tokens, and if you sign up, you get 10 free COB tokens. That's how they can. That's another opportunity. Another opportunity would be the Robinhood app, the mobile application. Not a lot of crypto exchanges have mobile applications. Robinhood does. So that is another one. But that's just how you do SWOT analysis, guys. I hope this video helped you a bit on how you can make money in the cryptocurrency sphere with I.C.Os, and it's not a complete randomized thing. It's not something that's like flipping a coin. There are things you could do to increase your chances of finding that gem I.C.O. that gives you 100x. To give you guys an example, on Oyster Pearl I.C.O., I made 600x, 600 times my money. Not too shabby. So, and I used SWOT analysis for that. So it definitely could help. It's not a completely proven formula. It doesn't mean you're going to make money 100% of the time, but it could increase your chances. I would say at least 20 to 30 to 40%, somewhere in that range of finding a good I.C.O. The more research you do on the I.C.O., the better. Look at their team, look up YouTube, look up Reddit, look at their community, all that you have to do when you are going to invest a significant amount of money in an I.C.O. So I hope you guys did find this video informative, and if you did, make sure you share it and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I'm trying to drink healthier, but I can't kick Red Bull. I mean, I cut out sugary drinks, I cut out sugary foods relatively. Once in a while, I'll have a cheat day, but I can't kick out the Red Bull. It's too good, and they are not sponsoring this. But if Red Bull, if you're watching this and you want to sponsor me, give me some free Red Bull, I'm open to it. But yeah, guys, so I'll see you in the next one, and enjoy your day.